Hey, this is Alex Litterbrink at Passage, and I want to walk you through our new virtual events functionality. That's what's loading up on the screen right now. This is something brand new so that you, the artists, the performers, the venues out there, the entertainers, anyone with a skill that other people would want to take part in and have an experience with, we're giving you the opportunity to sell tickets, sell merchandise, accept donations, and live stream, secure access to a live stream version of that right online. You can even do chat and donations while the stream is going on. And I'm going to walk you through all of that real quick today. So this is the virtual events landing page. You can get there just from gopassage.com if you click virtual events at the top, or just gopassage.com/virtual if you want to go straight there. And you'll get some details about exactly how the setup works. But we're going to forget this for now, and I'm going to go right into creating an event. So creating an event works just like normally creating an event on Passage. You fill in a few details, your name of the event, your venue info, a description. You can even embed images or even videos in the description right here. You've got look and feel options. You can drag and drop to get your images in there for your event poster, your banner, your background images, to make this all look and feel so it's perfectly in your style. So it meets the branding of your act, your experience that you're going to let people take advantage of here. Under the ticket types, you're going to set up your ticket types as normal. We'll just name one. It can be VIP, it can be general admission, whatever you want to name it. But we're just going to name it up here. You can change the display order, so I can make this one number 2 or whatever we want to do. Price and number available. And you can put in a little description too if you like. Whoops, I don't think I saved that. Did I? Yep, I did save it. Good. All right, so once I get both of those in there, and again, I'm going to throw in the display to make those go in the right order here. We've got a general admission and a VIP for this one. Now, if we want to add additional items, additional questions, we can say, hey, how did you hear about us, or something like that, as an additional field, an additional question here, but you don't have to have anything like that. It's just something we offer. You can collect any information you'd like from the customer. Down here, we do have the ability to set up email event reminders, which I highly recommend with virtual events. We might say that we want an email to go out and reminding them of the event an hour before the event happens, and maybe also 15 minutes before, just so we're keeping them in queue here. Whoops, I meant just 15 minutes, not an hour and 15 minutes. There we go. And then we can have an email message go out to them with the receipt if we like. Thanks for purchasing. Thanks for supporting Ocean Fire. That's our band's name here. And you can include other things, links to purchase merchandise or upsells or anything like that you like as well. And then your normal date and time. I'll go ahead and click save on that right here. Now, after we've saved the event, we need to do one more thing to enable it for virtual access. And that's over on our Manage Events page. After it's saved, it's going to appear here, and we're just going to click the Event Options drop down and choose Virtual Access. And this will let us set up our settings around how the virtual access works. And you'll see what I mean in just a second here. Number one, you're going to see at the top of the screen is the embed code. Now, you're going to grab this from whatever service you're using to do your live streaming. We don't care. We can actually secure access to a live stream from any service. Right now, we highly recommend Vimeo. They offer a lot of functionality, a really clear video player. There's no ads or anything like that. And they let you lock it down so that it can only be used from our domain, which means that even if somebody were to dig into the code, they couldn't get to this video elsewhere. So between our security and theirs, it's a really good combo. We really recommend Vimeo right now. But you could use this with a YouTube player, with a Facebook embed player, with a Twitch embed, whatever you want to do there. We're agnostic to that. Whatever you're comfortable with, we're happy to secure the access and provide that ticketing experience for. You can have a description down here. Right here, I just have a link to buy the album before it becomes available to the public. You could throw a sponsor image in there, something like that. You'll see exactly what that looks like in just a second. For this one, I do want to enable live chat so that we can see that, and donations. Donations or tips is actually a way to allow the fan to support the artist, support whoever's putting on this event live while it's happening. And I'll show you that in just a minute as well. And then finally, at the very bottom, we're going to select the ticket types that we want to allow virtual access to. And if a ticket isn't selected, it's going to actually be for normal admission to an event. So the cool thing here is if you wanted to, you could actually run a live concert that people are attending. And that could be for the local area. Maybe you get 1,000 people locally attending that concert or whatever that are local fans. But this band also has 20,000 fans outside of that area. Well, they could all purchase live stream tickets at maybe a discounted price or something like that. You could do both at the same time, which I think is going to be the future of how a lot of this live stream and physical events, coincide and work together. So I'm going to go ahead and click save on that. And then we're going to go to the event. And I want to go through and actually purchase a ticket. So this is what our event page looks like that we just created. Beautiful background and images and colors. And you can either point people directly here or embed this right within your website. So it just pops up in a pretty little white box, light box right over top of your website so that during the checkout process, nobody is leaving your site. I'm going to go ahead and click buy now. And that'll take me to our ticket select. And we're just going to have a couple options here because just those options that we set up there, the general admission, the VIP, but the options are really limitless. If you wanted to have, something like a student admission or, a group package, we could do all of that sort of thing as well. So I'll go ahead and click to general admission and I say on Facebook. We can also have this as a drop down for the how did you hear about us and stuff like that. But I just created a blank because we were in a hurry here. Now we also have the ability to do upsells. I didn't show you the upsell setup. I set those up ahead of time, but it's just as simple. You can just plug in an image and a price. We can do things like t-shirts, like donations, whatever you want to do here. So I'll go ahead and click add to cart with a donation, with a t-shirt and click checkout here. On the checkout page, there are a couple of key things that I do want to point out there. Is this page still loading in the background? We'll go ahead and close that. So on this checkout page, we do have the ability to add or reduce the number of tickets that are part of this order. So that's pretty easy right here. Down here, we also have the ability to use a social share. So I can click share here. And what this is going to do is it's actually going to give me the purchaser a discount in exchange for sharing on social media. So for instance, we've got our date and time here. It pre-populates the tweet. Says, I just bought tickets to Ocean Fire Live. I'll go ahead and click tweet. That's going to be combined there. It'll be easy. That tweet just went out to my 4,000 Twitter followers, and the event paid $1 to get out to those 4,000 followers who are probably in the same area, maybe want to come to an event with me, maybe interested in the same things. So it can be really cool. Even if they're not in the same area, it doesn't really matter for a live stream event. So that's a really a slick way to grow your audience there and get some really inexpensive exposure. And down here, I can type in my credit card. I'm just going to use a saved one since I'm logged in. If I wasn't, it would just ask for my name and email address and then to type in a credit card. I'll click OK, and that'll complete our checkout process for the virtual events here. So we send out an email, and we also put the tickets right up on the screen. The email and the on-screen selection both contain access to that virtual event. So I'm going to go ahead and click in so you can see what that virtual event looks like. It looks like it's already started here too. So we've got the live stream going. It looks like it's plugging through here. It's a little jumpy because I'm recording the screen at the same time. We've got live chat over here as well. I'm going to actually turn that volume down. Live chat over here as well, so you can chat during the concert with other fans. And you can turn that off if you like. You saw where we enabled that. And we have the support artist button here, so you can actually say, I want to tip them, $5. Click submit. It'll ask you to use a saved card. I'll click pay. It says I'm going to get charged $5. We're good to go with that. And boom. That process is done. It's that easy to submit a donation and collect donations while you're doing the show. We have content areas down here so that you can, have those ads that you mentioned, like the, how to buy the album before it becomes available to the public. I accidentally added an F there. You could have sponsor images down there, all that sort of thing. And this is all super mobile friendly as well, which I think is important. And I'll give you a glimpse of that right now. We are in a mobile day and age, so this is really important that we make everything as mobile friendly as possible. So I'm going to go ahead, and pull that down. This is kind of like what a mobile, device screen would look like, and it'll actually keep the video right at the top there playing while I can scroll through to the donations and the chat and everything else there. So this is Passage Virtual Events. If you have any sort of event that could potentially be seen online instead of in person, go ahead and pause this. We would love to work with you. If you're a bartender and people are missing their craft cocktails and you want to do a mixology class online, we'd love to work with you. We're working with wine clubs that are doing virtual tastings, concerts, comedy acts, fitness clubs, all over and across the board. We're helping people sell tickets and generate revenue and collect donations for their virtual events. And we'd love to help you with yours too. If we can help, feel free to reach out. Just send us an email at start@gopassage.com or just sign up at gopassage.com. We'd love to chat and see how we can help you reach more fans and sell more tickets at your next event. Thanks.